I went to Alabama recently, you know, and I went to one church. It's the Bible Belt, and there's lots of church. And I went into one of the churches, and I was in a relationship with a person from Alabama. And the preacher got up and said, if you were in a relationship, he didn't even notice I was there. If you were in a relationship with a non-believer, get out of it, you know. And I was like, sitting there beside this girl going, your priest is telling us to finish our relationship because I don't believe the same things that you believe. And so I went up to him afterwards and I spoke to him, and I told him I was from Ireland and la 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 la. And it's that I'm talking about. That when if you close onto a thing and he believes that what's written in the Bible, the way it's written in the Bible, that's the truth, and there is no other truth. And I said, well, what about the Quran? No, the Bible. And I said, what about Buddhist teachings? No, it's the Bible. The Bible is the truth. And I was like, okay. And when you close in on something, and when you have that, and that's when you feel like you know something, that's when I think you begin to stop learning, maybe, you know, because things start shutting off, you know, and the learning goes down. Because the moment you say, I know something, I think is a moment where you've missed the point. When I wrote the song, it was a hope for world peace, a hope for people having environmental consciousness, a hope for, you know, people having integrity within their lives, you know, and caring about animals and creatures and each other on an equal level. That was in 1998, I think I wrote the song, because it was before the end of a century. And I was hoping that in 2000, you know, maybe we'll have this new century, that a millennium actually, that, you know, where people can change. And then I realized, you know what, Damien, you're hoping for something that seems to be against the nature of the flow of life, and through kind of going through that and having problems with that, I got to the point where I realized, you know what, maybe we're in heaven right now, we just don't realize, you know. Right now, we're breathing air, and we're not even thinking about it. We're just breathing it. But if I was to put my hand over your mouth, if I was to come over there and hold you for 1 minute with no air, after 1 minute you would appreciate the air like you've never appreciated it in the last hour, you know. And I think life is a bit like that, you know. When we're just about to die, or when we think we might die, when we think we might lose life, all of a sudden we appreciate what it was that we thought gave us the life, whether that be God or whether that be life itself, you know. And that's kind of what Cold Water is about. It's this thing of like, just, we're all going to die, and it's this thing of kind of just holding on, and it's like, and at that moment, all of a sudden, we can very often become religious, or we become, God help, you know what I mean? It's a natural sort of reaction within us to get a little bit of perspective in a moment of emergency. You know, all of a sudden, the things that we're having problems with in our life, you know, like a little relationship problem. If some thing comes through the window and the building is about to fall, you don't still want to fight with the person you're in the relationship. You want to help them and go, oh my God, you know, and we change when there's an emergency. We change in and that's what Cold Water. It's just like about, it's just about that switch within a person, within a human being, in moments like that. Priority switch.
I can't take my mind off you. Just can't take my mind off you. can't take my mind off of you. I can't take my mind. My mind. My mind. Till I find somebody